You know, those moments that will be etched in your memory forever. Me being put in that ambulance, I was crying, she was crying, and they were shutting those doors, and I was remember thinking, is that my last visual? But then fast forward, go 16 days later, and the elevator doors part, and there she stands. And that was a moment that is also etched in my mind, and that's the one I hold on to. I'm Sam Greif. I'm the Chief of Plano Fire Rescue. I've been in fire and EMS for 39 years last month. Been with Plano for coming up on 6 years now. I love what I do. I love the challenges of the fire service. There are times you put yourself in harm's way, but the reward outdoes the risk. You don't really think you're going to become one of the statistics of COVID. I certainly didn't think that I was going to get it. Felt like we had taken all the necessary precautions not to get it. And even though you have empathy for someone, when you actually have it, you look at it with a whole different lens.
Chief Greif had come in looking pretty sick already. He was initially on a regular nasal cannula and then needed to move to a high-flow nasal cannula. He ultimately, throughout the week, went on to what we call Airvo. So it's a much larger piece that goes through the nose and allows the oxygen to go in at a much faster rate. Chief Greif ended up in the hospital for just over 2 weeks. I believe it was 16 days in total. He ended up getting remdesivir, the antiviral treatment, as well as convalescent plasma, so antibodies from patients who've already recovered from COVID.
I had to have faith that the nurses' care and the doctors at MCP were going to take care of him and bring him home to me. So I told all of them, y'all are angels from God, because that's what angels do, they take care of people.
I saw the best in humanity. I saw the best in compassion. These individuals may have a barrier between me and them, a physical barrier with their personal protective equipment, but what was being demonstrated to me and the way they would just make that human connection that you desperately need when you're missing being at home, missing being with your family, you're scared, you don't know what your outcome is going to be, and these folks were just phenomenal. You know, I would love to get every one of them in the room and just give them a big hug.